Hello, everyone. This is James with Unity of Greenville. Welcome to our Unity community online. Thanks for joining with me today for this video, this YouTube video, this Facebook video, this sharing today that I want to share with you. And today I'm talking about inspiration for tough times. Inspiration for tough times. We're living in tough times. As a matter of fact, Thomas Paine said that these are the times that try men's souls. Wow. Yeah, there's so much going on in the world that sometimes it can be overwhelming. Sometimes you feel like it could just be too much. Well, so there's some questions that this brings up that I want to address today because I think it's important. First of all, one of the questions that people will ask is God doing this to us? Are we being punished for something we said, did, or thought? Well, no, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. The truth of it is, we are currently a vibrational match to whatever is happening. We are a vibrational match. We have brought this to ourselves for a reason. For a reason. We've all prayed for years for change in the world. We wanted to see a different world. We wanted to see a world that works for everybody. Well, so change is what we're getting. You might say that your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being answered, just not in the way that you thought. Sometimes when a package is brought to your door, you know where it came from and you know why it was brought to you. But the things that are going on in the world today, we look at them and we say, well, why in the world is this happening? You know, why are there so many things going on? Well, I'm here to tell you that whatever is happening right now will turn out to be for our highest good. Things are shifting, things are moving, which is the way of the world, the way of the universe. Nothing stays the same. And so sometimes things get a little bit dark so that the light can be revealed, so that the way can be made clear so we can see what's really happening. There are earth changes, fires, floods, hurricanes, storms, earthquakes. They were even talking about murder bees here a couple of years ago. Are you kidding me? Well, it's a good thing there's no locust out there. Well, what? You mean there's locusts too? there are locusts, that are gathering in larger numbers. So you think, well, what's going on, Mother Nature? What's happening? Well, it is a response to the desire for change. And to bring about change, you have to have the floods to wash away the old. You have to have the hurricanes to blow away the debris. And the fires, what is fire? Fire is purification. What are the earthquakes? That's the earth shifts that are taking place. The real earthquakes are the ones that are taking place inside of you. That's the real earthquake. And so we see that there's a lot of things going on. And we're at the end of a cycle. The end of a cycle. We've been going along for thousands of years in a particular direction. And now it's time for everything to come to a head so that we can get it all on the table so that we can see what's what and, what we need to do about it. But you can't do that until you see clearly what's happening. And that's what all of these earth changes are doing. They're helping to bring everything out in the open so that we can see how we are treating Mother Nature. And maybe we need to adjust some of the things that we do. Here's an affirmation. I do my part to heal the world today. I send to my earth home nurturing love and healing thoughts today. I share the best of myself with the world today. My mind firmly holds on to the idea of a world of perfect peace and love. So you see, when you see these changes come about, then you want to affirm that out of this is coming forth the positive good. That even though it looks a certain way, we're going to trust that there's a higher mind, a higher intelligence that knows exactly what it's doing and that is bringing about something good out of what we are seeing. Now, number two, did you know that 18.5% of adults right now are experiencing a mental health challenge? Wow, that's a big statistic. That's equivalent to 45 million Americans. Nearly 20% of Americans are facing a mental health crisis or challenge. Now, 4.38% are experiencing a severe mental health crisis. There are personality disorders in our businesses. Our political parties are showing a severe lack of empathy. They say that the levels of empathy have fallen by 48% between 1979 and 2009. People are not in touch with their hearts today. They're not in touch with their feelings, their emotions, and they're many times acting on autopilot. And that causes and triggers all kinds of mental health issues. And so here's our affirmation for this crisis. Today I send love and light to create balance and peace in the hearts and in the minds of all people. We send love and light to create balance and peace to the hearts and minds of all people. Yeah, that's the affirmation. That's the answer. That's the way to move forward, is to create more balance. Because as people become more balanced within themselves, then the good that is within rises to the surface. Number three, we have chaotic government. The parties are fighting against each other. And everything is being made into some kind of political thing. You know, I always advise people to microdose your news, okay? You need to take your news in small doses. A little bit here, a little bit there. You see the big picture, you see what's going on, you understand what's happening. But your task and my task in our community is to be a solution, to be a problem solver, to be people who can affirm the higher good in the face of chaos and turmoil. And so here's our affirmation for a chaotic government. I call divine order into our election and all parties involved. I envision the highest and best outcome. Now, can you let that be? Whatever happens, let us just trust that there's a higher order that is beyond what our limited thinking can reveal to us. There's a greater good. There's a higher intelligence. And so we're affirming the highest and best outcome. Now, number 4, there's job and economic insecurity. Prices have gone up. There is more pulling upon what people need. And so because of that demand, then the supply is very valuable and costs more. And so we have to pay a little more. And so what do? Well, here's our affirmation for this. God is my source, and I always have whatever I need whenever I need it. God is my source, and I always have whatever I need whenever I need it. The economy is not my source. My job is not my source. Nothing outside of me is my source, because my source is in me. My source is divinity. So I always have whatever I need whenever I need it. And so that is one affirmation that you can use, and affirmations along those lines. Now, there's something called cyber terrorism, which is now online and attacking us through our social media. They want to divide us. And when we're divided, we're weak. When we're united, we are strong. I don't care if you put a D in front of your name or an R in front of your name. We're all still one United States, one country, one people. And so this propaganda that is out there, and scams, there's so many scams. People's social security numbers are being taken, and their identities being stolen. And because of that, people are experiencing all kinds of upheaval in their lives. And so there's some precautions that we need to take. There's some things you need to do. Some people told me that they are literally freezing their credit so that nobody can gain access to it until they need it. And when they need it, they unfreeze it for a period of time, for a few days, and then they freeze it again. And that way they feel that nobody can take advantage, can steal it. And the scams that are out there. It's important not to pay attention to those things and don't respond to emails or phone calls that you don't know who they are. You want to try and limit the amount of these things coming into your life. And so, because it's all anonymous. And there are even those who want to keep the American people divided. There are other countries that want to do that. And so they send theoretical conspiracies and speculation to try to get you upset and angry at those other people, right? And mad at your fellow countrymen because they don't have exactly the same beliefs that you do. And this is all something that we need to be aware of, so that we can understand it, so we can deal with it. So what's a good affirmation? Nothing can be hidden from the light of truth. All core issues shall be revealed. I refuse to be manipulated. I choose love and peace. Let's affirm that together again. Nothing can be hidden from the light of truth. All core issues shall be revealed, and I refuse to be manipulated. And I choose love and peace. Isn't that beautiful? That's fantastic. You say, but James, why does this stuff come up? Well, we need a certain amount of mental and emotional resilience and toughness these days. We need to decide to be strong and embody the 12 powers, specifically and in particularly strength. So we need to say to ourselves, I am strong. My body is strong. I'm resilient. I'm clear. I am enough. You might say, well, why do I have to? Well, here's the thing. Things happen in order to bring out the good that is already within you. There's a Chinese proverb that says, the gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Napoleon Hill said, every adversity, every failure, and every heartache carries with it the seed of an equivalent or a greater benefit. Okay? So therefore, here we are. We're all in this together. We're all in the same ship. It's called a relationship. It's called the United States. It's called planet Earth. We're in it together. So rather than commiserating about the negative and what's bad, let's find some solutions. Let's be problem solvers. Let's affirm our good even in the face of dark negativity. I invite you to do that. Inspire yourself, inspire others. And when you stand forth and you speak up and you declare what you believe, you make a difference. You matter. Every one of us. We all have a voice, we all have a choice, and we all have power. So empower yourself and be strong, because this is your time. This is your day. You're here on purpose. You've been appointed. You've been called to this moment, and this is your time. So thank you, Holy Spirit, for inspiration. Thank you for the blessings, peace, prosperity, and joy. Well, thank you so much for joining with me today. If you'd like to make a donation, go to unitychurchofgreenville.org and you can make a donation to our community there. Thank you. We appreciate it. If we inspire you, if we uplift you, I invite you to do that. And like us and share, what you hear. Share it with others, because it does make a difference. All right. I'm doing a metaphysics class tomorrow on Zoom. Today is Tuesday. I believe it's the 9th. And tomorrow, Wednesday evening at 6:30, I'm doing a Zoom metaphysics class. If you want to be part of it, you can go to our website and under events, where it says Metaphysics 123, click on that link and give us your email address, and we'll send you a Zoom link tomorrow for the class at 6:30. I hope you can join us. It's good to talk with you today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you real soon.